Hey guys, so I was talking about self love and self righteousness being two different things on one of my videos that raised the curiosity of some people, right? And what it is, guys, when you love yourself, you do things different. It's just not about um, it's not about being conceited, and it's not about thinking you're better than anybody else. When you're in a relationship, listen to what I'm saying, and you love yourself, you're not going to do things to hurt yourself by hurting the person that you're with. You guys follow what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. If you hurt the person that you're with, and that in return causes confusion, heartbreak, pain, and all of that. And then in return, you find yourself brokenhearted. You find yourself in a position where you don't know how you got where you got, and you find yourself questioning, like, why did I do what I did? Listen, that is a form of self neglect. Because if you love yourself, you love the things close to you. If you love yourself, you take the steps to make sure that you protect your own heart. You guys understand what I'm saying? You take the steps to make sure that you don't do anything that's going to inflict harm upon yourself. So it means that you have to come to a certain point of maturity and to understand what it means to love yourself. Good morning. You have to come to a place of understanding to grasp that, listen, self-love goes deeper than taking a day for yourself. Self-love goes deeper than going get your nails and your hair done and a massage and all of that. Self-love is understanding the dynamics in which it causes you to take care of yourself fully, right? Because when you love yourself, you consider your spirit, you consider your emotional and your mental well-being, your physical well-being. You don't do things that's going to cause harm to your body. And self-love also means that you have to consider the choices that you make when it comes to the people that you love. So it's not about being conceited and self-righteous, right? When you say, oh, I love, I'm all this and I'm all that. No, sometimes people have to encourage themselves, because you don't have people to encourage you, or nobody's going to encourage you like you encourage yourself. Or there's situations where, be truthful, you may have haters in your circle, and you're not even aware of it, right? You're not even aware of the fact that people that claim to care for you actually had some jealousy for you. I mean, did you see the story where the young lady went on a trip with a friend she had known for 8 years, and her friend constantly, for some reason, must have been feeling insecure about herself this particular day, because she kept making jokes about her skin. She kept saying, "Oh, you're too light for that, and that's just for lighter women, or you're this and you're that." To the point where the girl was like completely uncomfortable, and they got into it, and she left. 8 years. The friend left her where she was at, in a strange place, right? When they got into it. You have to love yourself above everything. And when you learn how to love yourself, you learn how to reciprocate love, and you know how to love somebody else. That's why the old saying goes, if you don't know how to love yourself, you can't love somebody else. And that's true, because all of your decisions are a reflection of how you feel about yourself. All of your decisions are a I'm sorry, guys. All of your decisions are a reflection of what you feel about yourself based upon your relationship with God. See, when you love God and you have the Spirit of God on the inside of you, you know what don't feel like love, because you have a relationship with love. You know when somebody not treating you right. You know when your spirit don't jive right with somebody, because all of that is stem from having a relationship with God. Your relationship with God will cause you to love people correctly, will cause you to know how to treat people, right? You have to have a equivalent or something bigger than just your thoughts to lean on, right? Because there's something bigger than you and I. But if your love language is based on just what you feel emotionally, what you feel um, mentally on a day, what you feel this day and that, and it's all whimsy and back and forth, no, you can't go off of that. You got to have some substance. And God is substance. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to have some substance. You got to have a relationship with God. And then you can understand what it means to have self love and the ability to love somebody else. And then, I'm sorry, I came up the steps. And then it goes without saying that um, self love for yourself looks different in a relationship, right? um, you may have to put your partner first in certain things. You have to learn how to compromise. You have to learn how to allow room for grace. You have to do all those things because nobody is at the exact same place at the same time, right? But at the same time, you have to have a balance where you understand, right? That if it goes against your moral compass, your values, your standards in which you treat yourself, then there shouldn't be a problem when you express dissatisfaction or you say, I'm not comfortable with this or this doesn't work for me because you have morals, standards, and values for yourself. See, people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Self love comes into play when you know your worth and you say, no, this isn't that. So self love is never about being conceited. It's never about self righteousness. It's simply knowing who you are. And sometimes people are intimidated by the standards and the expectations that you carry for yourself. Sometimes people are bothered that you don't stoop down to their levels, and you have to, and people that deal with you have to come up to be able to be at your level and to deal with you, that you challenge people to be better, right? You should never be the smartest in the room. You should always be in a room of people that you want to be associated with like mores and goals and aspirations and positiveness, right? If you're a positive person and you have goals and you're always doing this and you're trying to grow and you're into God and you love God, then you have no place, right, to always be around people that do not reflect that, because that's when the conflict comes in at. Then you think you better than somebody else. Then you become, oh, she thinks she all this and that. Well, I am all this and all that. I'm a child of the most high King God. How great does it get? There's none greater than that, right? So you walk in that you possess and hold yourself accountable for, because nobody else is going to do it. Find your space, find out who you are, walk in it, embrace your purpose, and then you'll completely understand what it means to love yourself and how you can freely love somebody else. And those who cannot accept the fact that you speak up for yourself when they do you wrong, those who cannot accept that you don't hate yourself and neglect yourself, those aren't your people, okay? Self love is very important for you to maintain a healthy life and to have healthy relationships with other people. Okay, so I needed to explain that. Nothing to do with conceitedness and self righteousness. It's simply about loving yourself enough that you don't let the world change your viewpoint and your perspective on what it means to love you, because nobody know how to love you better than you, and there's no greater standard than one that loved us first. Okay? You guys be blessed. This is Dr. Michelle. Have a good day.